Hey you guys, welcome back. It is Toni, ToniStamps, that's me. I am remaking this card from Sunday night. This was part of my Snowy Wonder class, and it's a shaker card, which is awesome, but I did the shaker part, like I made it harder on myself than it needed to be. So I've recut the pieces because I was missing a critical piece. And we're just going to redo it from scratch, okay? And you'll see how it really is easy enough to get together. Okay, so we've got, and this is all on my blog, which I will link in the description. Like, I already have a blog post from Sunday with all the cardstock and pictures and measurements, so we're just going to go over this again. So our base, Garden Green, 5.5 by 8.5, scored that at 4 1/4. Then we've got, let's do this one. Your DSP, and I've cut it. So I said in the class, you have to have your own set of dies because you've got to do all the die cutting for yourself that comes from the bundle, anything that comes from the bundle. So like on this one, we're cutting the globe, the hat, the snowman, and one of the trees. So, so cut your, and I went with the skinny globe. So I think I was saying before you could turn it sideways and do the bigger globe. But now I take that back. Everybody should do this one because I have to cut the acetate a certain size. So cut this out about middle-ish, all right? And if you're not even using these dies, just do something in the middle. Then we've got a piece, now let's do this. 2 pieces of basic white that are 4 by 5 1/4. One of these is for the inside, so let's go ahead and just put that in there right now. And the other one, oh, and I didn't even tell you that designer paper measurement, did I? This is starting off great. No, I'm kidding. So 4 by 5 1/4, 2 pieces for white. This designer paper was 3 13/16 by 5 1/16. So this is going to layer on the 4 by 5 1/4. So I like that 3/16 of an inch border. All right, so that's that. You also have a piece of basic white, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which the corner, with the corner notched off. This is where I want you to stamp and die cut a snowman, a tree, and a hat. All right, and then you'll have some left over. So do that offline. Then you're going to have a piece of Poppy Parade. This is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And you're going to die cut, emboss your greeting and die cut. This is for the base of our snow globe. Okay. Now, I'm only showing you the one card. The class is actually a stamp a stack. So you're going to get 3 of these, 3 of everything. Each card will be individually packaged in an envelope. All right, so you see here, I only cut one base out and you'll still have extra. So we've got that. And we have acetate and the extra piece of white that makes it easy to make your shakers. So both of these are the same size, 3 by 3 1/2. All right, and I got that because I measured the die cut, like what we cut out of here. Okay, so let's start with, I like to put the acetate on first. And actually, I'm going to put my pin in my glue. All right, so you're going to need some tear and tape will be good. If you have the old red line sticky strip, that would work. So I want to get this as close as I can, really, to the die cut, to what we die cut out. And let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay, that looks decent enough. All right, and so this will be to attach our acetate. Okay, and I think I'm done with that. All right, burnish this down. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Get all that glued down in there. All right, pick these off. And then we're going to put our acetate right, this is hard to see, right over top. Ooh, that stuck the wrong way. All right, that looks good. I'm trying to keep it straight-ish. All right. Okay, so I've got that on there. Okay, now we need some foam tape, or you can use the Stampin' Up! Has the adhesive strips, and I still can't find mine. So I've got my dollar store stuff. You want to go. So now we have to build like the corral for our shaker bits. So I just start at the top, and you want to make sure that there's no gap. So in these corners, because you don't want your shakers pieces to escape. So we want to keep them all in a line, like corralled. All right, and then get this. And I'm trying to get close to the die cut image, but we don't necessarily want to see the foam tape. All right, there we go. Then we're going to need some around the edges because this whole thing has to be popped up. And I want it to be even. So I don't want to use a different adhesive around the edge because it might be taller or shorter. So let's do that. And one more. Okay. Now we want to stamp our trees. So see how in the background I've got some trees. So I kind of want to, this is going to be placed like right here, like right over top of your acetate. So that's why I like to have them measured the same, because it's kind of easy to gauge where you need to put it. So I just want to eyeball, and I'm going to put my first tree like right here. So where did my tree stamp go? Right here, garden green, so right in the center. And I'm going to stamp and then stamp off. I'm not worried about that little whoopsie because I think that's going to be covered up. And I'm going to put one down here just in case. What is this, all over the block? Oh, it sure is. Jeez. All right, and then I know I'm going to pop a tree up over on this side. So, and I've already stamped and die cut that. All right. Whew. And actually, we want to add that right now. So that looks like about there. So we want to get our dimensionals. And I'm going to, just going to hold this. Where did my piece go? Just want to kind of hold it in place again. Oh yeah, that'll work. So yep, I'm going to put this right here. That's going to work. Now, flip this over and we can add our shaker bits. So we want to use these loose snowflakes. And then we also added some glitter. So I'm just going to take a chunk, and you want these to be like a single layer. So spread them out. You don't want any on top of each other, you know, just like your baking cookies or French fries, really, like single layer. And don't be shy with these. There's a lot of them. So notice I'm trying to keep everything away from this area because this tree is popped up and it's going to have to sit right on there. So I don't really want any interference. All right. I feel like that's enough snowflakes. I usually tend to put not enough shaker filler in. So I feel like I should just add a few little extra. Because once it starts moving, you know, it can go into all the corners and around to everything. So don't be shy. All right. And really, this is a lot of these. Okay. Then take any glitter and need a scoop. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on top. Okay. All right, now carefully peel these adhesive strips off. So this Dollar Tree foam tape is super duper sticky. So just want to be careful because I don't want to like pop all this up. All right, now I did not do this last time and I should have. I want to add some of this Tombow. I call it the green glue. Let's hold this down. Just because this will give us a little extra wiggle room. I don't think I'm going to have any problems placing this part down, but I never know. All right, it's looking good. So I'm just going to land it right over top of that. Okay. And then let's flip it over. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh my God. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, now we're going to peel this up. Add glue, and then we're going to mount this on the remaining 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. And I know there's people do shaker cards differently, but I like generally to make this little area that's like right behind the shaker, make that separately. Is this the right piece? This does not look like the right piece. Okay, it is. Just because it contains the shaker, it makes it a little bit easier to deal with or to handle. All right, so more glue around on my foam tape because we want to have some wiggle room. And then let's put some around here too, just for good measure. All right, now this I need to stand up just so I can get this straight-ish. Oh Lord, I feel like I'm gonna be dropping it. Okay. All right. Okay, well I landed that pretty good. And of course I did get some on my fingers. Oh. All right, I think I need to move it a smidge. It doesn't want to move, but I love it. I hope you can see like all the glitter and see the shaker bits, like they really spread out. I thought I had like on the verge of too much, but that just shows. Okay, now we can go ahead and glue this onto our garden green base, and then we're going to add the base of our snow globe and our snowman. So this went much easier than Sunday. I was missing that critical piece of white behind the shaker. Okay, so imagine that you stamped and die cut these like I did. Let's attach this. Oh, and I got to do a wee bit of coloring on this guy. So let me get whatever orange this is, pumpkin pie. Old. Oh, whoopsie. This carrot nose kind of got out of control. Then I want a light blue. Light balmy blue. No, let's go with light pool party. That's what we did before. And let's just run down the side. All right, so he looks a little snowy. Okay, and let's add this first. So I put my die cut like kind of in the middle, but I really should have had it up a smidge. I think I had it up a smidge higher on the first one. So I'm just going to put this, overlap the bottom of that tree a tiny bit. So glue, glue, glue. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, And then I'll put this guy like right here. And then I will add Winkostella to our snow person. Oh, cute, 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 cute. All right, let me get the Winkostella. And as you can see, I went back and I glued just a couple of snowflakes on the outside. So we can do that, or I can just end this. All right, I think we're just gonna call it done. So much easier, same result, but you know, I had to cut extra stuff on this. It was a little bit wonky. So thank you for giving me the chance to redo that and share that easier way with you. It all comes down to that paper, which the paper measurements, like I said, they are in the blog post that I made Sunday night, and that'll be linked in the video again. So, so you can check that. All right. Thanks, you guys. Have a good night. Bye.